Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Saturday, December 8th, 2018. The tarot card for today is Death. You know, this is a difficult card for any artist to do, to show you that it's not a bad card, okay? Because if you've been listening for a while, you know that this is one of my favorites. And this one is by artist Michael Calandra for 78 Tarot Astral, and I think he's done a really great job with it. Let's approach this from a few different angles today, shall we? First of all, let's talk about what is done, because this is a card of endings. Now, Mercury, as we know, is direct. Let me tell you something, that's one of the biggest done things that there is. No other way to put that. Because on its own, Mercury retrograde may feel navigable, but since April, the number of planets in the retrograde column has been excessive, and it's been like a constant ongoing energy. So we're left with one, okay? And that would be Uranus in Aries, which is more significant this year than it normally is, and it will be going direct on January the 6th. And we will also see Chiron go direct tomorrow, and it's in the sign of Pisces. Now, it's really only been maybe 2 weeks since we've seen this card, and I seem to think the last time I was just talking about just how done you were with everything, all right? And now, finally, you are ready to move into the next chapter. We just had the new moon in Sagittarius. Jupiter, of course, is now in Sagittarius and really working on your behalf at full strength since we've had this new moon. And you're engaging in one of the biggest transitions in your life. And this is all about, honestly, what you need to end, what you need to close the door on to get to that next part. Because what you are transitioning toward is a happy life. So for those of you out there who contact me and I say, well, you need to do this first. You need to get this out of the way. That's what this is about, all right? Now, you see in the death card, and I think it's pretty much in every death card, you usually see the sun shining very brightly in the background. Is that the sun setting, or is that the sun rising? Or, my friends, is that the sun in Capricorn? Okay, because over these next couple of weeks, it's like between the new moon and the full moon, you are taking not only steps toward that happiness, but the steps that allow you to close the door on what has been holding you back. May not be the way you thought it was either, because along the way, you've had Uranus and Aries, throwing a few landmines in there for you. But they're not always bad ones, okay? Sometimes they're just meant to shake you up and change you from your route. But, I'm here to say that by the time we get to the solstice, which is the sun in Capricorn on the 21st, and then we have a full moon at 0 degrees Cancer on the 22nd, you have done something. You have taken steps in the right direction, okay? But this is a phase of your journey, and it's probably going to take you a couple of months. I think that you get to see the fruits of your labors more so in January, once Uranus is direct again. And this is not an area of life that you will have to deal with at this intense of an erratic magnitude once we get to March the 6th, when Uranus makes its way back into Taurus and will not see the sign of Aries for another 84 years. So right now, what you're doing, I have said this everywhere possible. I said make sure your intentions for the new moon were really for what you need to do this, to close that door, okay? Because that's what gives you the new beginnings. That's what gives you the next chapter. And if you have recognized what needs to be done, then you are definitely on your way. And you're going to find those solutions. You're going to find the means to do so. Now, also, we've got like the end of the fog. I'm going to talk about the fog for a minute, okay? Because, as you know, I've spent a lot of days lately just working from bed. because I'm not feeling well, but I get a lot of messages all day. People comment all over social media, and you know, when Mercury is retrograde, there's a great deal of confusion. And I want to say this, okay, with regard to the Patreon app. It is a separate app that you go to your app store and download. You can follow all of my free posts there, or you can subscribe and listen to my lengthy guidances, such as the sun signs for the month, the sun signs for next year, the new moon, the full moon, you name it, there's all kinds of things that are there. But to be clear, it is in no way related to Facebook. For those people who are more comfortable with Facebook, when you go to the top of my page and you click on Use App, it's a totally different app. It takes you to a special area where you can join and get the first month for only $1 to check out what I'm talking about. And then after that, it's $5.99 a month. And that brings up all of those same guidances for you. So they're the same guidances, but they're in totally separate places. When you pay for one, it does not give you access to the other. And I felt the need to mention this because that Mercury fog has been pretty thick lately, and I find myself fielding many questions, and this is the best way to reach everyone. So if you haven't done those intentions yet, take stock of what it is you need to do and begin this next phase of your journey. I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow, and as always, have a great day.